Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a first impression on this foundation here. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which obviously I've never tried. My friend passed this along to me because it wasn't working for her, so I thought that I would try it out and give you guys my first thoughts on it. So on the bottle here it says that this is undetectable medium to full coverage foundation and it is oil free, and then on the website it is $39 US on the Too Faced website. And it says, Born This Way is an oil-free foundation that masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin for coverage so undetectable you can't see the makeup and you can't see imperfection. All that's left is naturally radiant skin that looks like you were born this way. So from what I've read on the website, I'm expecting it to not look cakey at all. I'm not expecting it to look or feel heavy, but I am expecting it to have quite a high coverage. Obviously I don't have like pimples or imperfections on my face, but I do have a little bit of redness, so we will hopefully be able to tell whether or not it's done the job. I'm hoping the shade will match me. We will see. If not, I'll just bring it down my neck a little bit. That's why I wore a high neck top, so hopefully it will be okay. Let's start using it. So gonna shake it up. First thing you notice is that it does come with a pump, which is awesome. And to apply this today, I'm going to be using my XO Beauty flat face top brush. So I'm just going to apply it directly onto the brush. That's one pump there, which is quite a little amount, so I'm going to apply a little bit more. There we go, that's two pumps, and that's probably what I tend to use for my whole face. Just zoom you in a bit. It is quite a yellow undertone, and I do have a yellow undertone, but we'll see. I feel like I'm looking a little bit too yellow right now. I just take it down my neck so you can't tell. It does have a little bit of a scent to it as well. It's not too strong, but yeah, just something to keep in mind maybe. Alright, so this is one layer done. As you can see, it is definitely a medium to full coverage. I feel like there's not much of my skin peeking through at all now. I do also feel like it's a little bit too yellow for my skin tone. That's not to say that there's anything wrong with the foundation, it's just potentially my summer shade as opposed to my almost winter shade. It does have a little bit of a glow to it, which is perfect for someone like me with normal to dry skin, and it feels a little bit tacky to the touch, but I tend to set down my base regardless of what type of base it is anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem. As far as how it looks right now, it is not something that I would wear on a day-to-day basis just because I don't tend to wear something with this much coverage, but I do think it looks really nice. So for an occasion where I do want to do a full face of makeup, this would be one that I would pick if it lasts like this. So I will finish my makeup now and then check back in with you and let you know how the rest of my makeup applies over the top. I've just finished putting my makeup on and the foundation no longer feels tacky. It actually looks quite matte, although it doesn't feel like it is uncomfortable on my dry skin. To be honest, my skin is not that dry, so I don't have that much of a problem with foundations kind of sticking to dry patches. But it still does feel comfortable and it looks totally even on my face. My makeup has applied perfectly fine. On top of it, there was no patchiness or anything. It is a really hot day today and I'm already sweating even though I've only just put my makeup on. So this should be a good test to see if the foundation lasts through me sweating. I forgot to tell you the time when I put my foundation on. So the time was 10 o'clock when I put it on and it's now 10:30, so I will check back in with you in a few more hours and let you know how it's holding up. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, so I've had this foundation on for 5 hours. So the foundation's actually lasting pretty well. It looks almost the same as it did this morning. It is a little bit powdery just around here, but aside from that, I think it looks the same. I really like the finish of it actually because it's somewhere in between being matte but still having a little bit of a glow, so kind of like a satin finish. However, in terms of the claims for the foundation being undetectable, I don't agree. It is a medium to full coverage foundation. It has much more coverage than the foundations that I tend to wear on a day-to-day basis, and I can definitely tell that I'm wearing foundation. Like, there's no way that you would think that I'm not wearing foundation. But it has done a good job at staying on so far. I do wear glasses, I take them off to film, but it hasn't rubbed off where my glasses have been sitting on my nose, which is a really good thing. And also because I've been blowing my nose pretty much all day, and it hasn't really come off much around my nose either. It also hasn't really sunk into my smile lines, which is something that tends to happen with most foundations. And I think the colour match is actually fine for me. I think the reason that I thought it was not quite right was just because it's got a lot more coverage than what I'm used to, but now that I've kind of been looking at it all day in different lights, I think the colour match is fine. So far so good. I'll check back in with you later in the day. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening, so the foundation has been on for 9 hours. The only difference that I can see since the last update is that it has sunk into the smile line just on this side here, not on this side. But other than that, it's still looking the same as the last update, so this powderiness up here hasn't gotten any worse. It hasn't faded anywhere, and it's still looking really nice and glowy without looking oily. Not that I tend to have a problem with looking oily with my dry skin. But yeah, the coverage definitely hasn't faded anywhere, and also it stood up to me sweating this morning when it was really, really hot. So I'm actually pretty happy with how this foundation has held up today. Is it my favourite foundation? No, but that's because of the coverage. Like I said, I tend to wear something with a little less coverage for a day-to-day look. However, I do still like it, and I think that it is a good foundation. Do I think it's worth the price? I think once you convert it into like New Zealand dollars, which is obviously the currency that I use, I think it's a very comparable price to the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, which is the only other high-end foundation that I own. And considering that with the NARS Sheer Glow foundation you have to pay extra to get the pump that doesn't come with it, but with this one it already comes with the pump, I think it probably is worth the money. I think it just depends what kind of coverage you're looking for. If you're looking for a medium to full coverage, I'd go with this one, or if you're looking for more of a light to medium coverage, then I'd go with the NARS Sheer Glow foundation. I did like this for my normal to dry skin because it had a little bit of that glow. I'm not sure how well it would work for someone with oily skin. It does say that it's oil free, however, because of the glow that I have on my face right now, I'm not sure if that would make you look a little bit oily if you have oily skin. However, for me, my first impression is that it is a good foundation. It's going to sit well with my skin. It's not an everyday foundation, however, I will keep it and continue to use it. So that is going to be it for today's video. I'm not going to update you again because I'm about to go and have dinner now, and then I'm just going to take my makeup straight off. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if it was helpful, and let me know if you've tried this foundation and what you thought of it. Don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. I post a new video every Monday and Thursday, and I will see you next time. Bye!